Hello everybody, my name is Davis, welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another severe weather breakdown. Now we have got so much to talk about today. We got some strong storms coming in today. We've got a hurricane on the way, potentially a major hurricane to make impact. We've got so much more to talk about today as well, so let's go and get right into it, starting off with the SPC outlook for today. We have two slight risks of severe weather. One is up here in the upper Midwest here on the Minnesota-Wisconsin border. So look out there for some severe thunderstorms. And same thing here for northeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, southeastern Nebraska, or southeastern Kansas rather, not Nebraska. And then central Missouri, going all the way into central Missouri there. And then we have a massive marginal risk surrounding the two that goes through the deep south up into the Midwest. So yeah, let's go and break down the threats that this brings. So starting off with the tornado threat for today, we do have a 2% risk of a tornado here up on the Minnesota-Wisconsin border. So you need to look out, especially in Minneapolis and Duluth. You could see a tornado today, so look out for that. Damaging wind threat, we do have two 15% risks of wind gusts of 60 miles an hour or higher. So look out in those regions. Those could be very, very damaging. Hail threat for today, we do have a 15% risk of hail of 1 inch or larger up here in the upper Midwest. So definitely look out for that. Hail is definitely a threat today. So let's go ahead and move on to the window destruction meter here. So window destruction meter, today we are at a moderate risk for window destruction. So make sure to be looking out and staying away from windows if you are in the path of one of these severe storms today, because you could see some window crashing, especially with that tornado threat. Tornadoes could obviously destroy windows. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to tomorrow's SPC outlook, where we do have another marginal risk of severe weather. Our massive line of storms moves eastward, and we'll probably get a slight risk out of this at some point, but for right now, the deep south, the Ohio Valley, and the upper eastern Midwest has a marginal risk of severe weather. Tornado threat for tomorrow, very low, but I imagine we'll get upgraded at some point. Wind threat for tomorrow, we do have a 5% risk of winds of 60 miles an hour or higher, so look out for that in this region. And then hail threat, we have a hail threat for tomorrow, but it's a very small one. We have a 5% risk of hail of 1 inch or larger here, down here in the deep south with Memphis, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, and all the way up into Nashville, Tennessee. So look out for that. Moving all the way in to Thursday here, we have two marginal risks already. So this one is going to be the end of our massive line of storms, and this one is just a regular old threat down here in Arkansas, but we can't break those down for right now. So let's go and move on to the excessive rainfall outlook. Now today we do have two marginal risks of flash flooding. One is down here in the southern U.S. as well as the Central Plains and Midwest, and then we have another one here in the upper western Midwest. So if you're in either of these green bubbles, you have a 5% risk to see flash flooding today. Going into tomorrow, same thing, but in different regions. They have moved eastward, so look out in these regions tomorrow. And then Thursday, we have another marginal risk up here in the northeast, so look out for that. And then moving into Friday, we have another marginal risk in the northeast. And then moving all the way into Saturday, we have another marginal risk. Look at that. We got a marginal risk every day this week. So, yeah, definitely look out in the northeast here, because for a few days straight, you could see some flash flooding, so definitely look out for that. Moving on to the National Hurricane Center, we do have the biggest concern here today is definitely Tropical Storm Lee. This disturbance is not going to be good either. This one has a 30% chance to form the next 48 hours, but a 70% chance to form the next 7 days. We do have this disturbance as a 20% chance to form the next 7 days, and this could definitely head eastward, but I don't really cover that region, so we're not going to talk about it. Tropical Storm Lee, though. So this is expected to turn into a hurricane and even a major hurricane, that being a Category 3 or higher. Some models are indicating that this could turn into a Category 5 hurricane, which is the highest level if you didn't know, but it is expected to go way more north than this and head up into the northeast. So northeast, you need to be looking out. This thing could be insane, guys. This could be bigger than Hurricane Idalia, and I know y'all down in Florida remember that one. Eastern Pacific, we have Tropical Storm Jova here that is also expected to turn into a major hurricane, but is not expected to make landfall anywhere, so we are good to go there. Moving on to the Central Pacific, nothing right now for Hawaii. So moving on to the Climate Prediction Center, 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, that's September 11th to the 15th. We have a massive cool dome expanding here from the northeast all the way into the Midwest, the deep south, and even the Central Plains. So especially here in states like Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Kentucky, West Virginia, Michigan, Wisconsin. It's going to get cold here coming in from September 11th to September 15th. You guys might get an early start to fall, so definitely be excited about that, because I know I am. Above average temperatures likely here for the southernmost bit of Texas here. As you can see, we do have a pink shade there, but also really just higher temperatures overall kind of for this whole red region, especially in the dark red, but oranges still expect above average temperatures. Moving on to the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, that is once again September 11th to the 15th. We have a massive area of above average precipitation that will bring a lot of rainfall to areas like North Texas, the panhandle of Oklahoma, southwestern Kansas, southeastern Colorado, and northeastern New Mexico. But I know you guys could use the rain down here. You've been going through an insane drought, so I'm sure you're not complaining. And then we do have two areas of below average precipitation likely. One's going to be up here in the upper Midwest, but we're going to get a lot of rain here today anyway, so you shouldn't need to worry too much about that. And then one is over here in the Northwest, but you've had a lot of rain all summer, so you guys should be good to go. Alright, 8 to 14 day outlooks. That's September 13th to September 19th. As you can see here, we have a massive area of below average temperatures still likely here, especially for areas like the Midwest, the Deep South, the Southeast, now moving into the Ohio Valley and the Northeast even. So look out here. You're going to see some below average temperatures that will lead to an early fall most likely for you guys. And then still above average temperatures, but not as extreme here for the rest of the country for the most part. And then if you're in the gray, you got normal temperatures. You should be good to go. 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook. Look out for some below average precipitation likely still here in the Northwest. But again, you guys have gotten so much this summer that I think you guys should be fine for the most part. And then above average precipitation still likely here, but you guys have not been getting a lot of precipitation this summer, so I'm sure that's fine with you guys. You know, it kind of works out that way, right? Alright, finally, watches, warnings, and advisories. We do have severe thunderstorm watches in effect right now up here in the upper Midwest, so definitely look out if you're in one of those. We got heat advisories coming back, especially for areas like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, so these are going to expand out most likely, so look out for that. We also have heat advisories up in the Northeast for a change. The gray shaded areas, those are going to be air quality alerts, so especially areas like Nebraska, Wyoming, and Montana, be watching out for some poor air quality. I believe that we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing right now somewhere. Let me go ahead and pull up Radar Omega. But you know what? It won't even matter by the time this video goes up, but I'm going to do it anyway. No severe thunderstorm warnings currently. But, yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.